The Streams Activity Feeds API helps developers to build content like TikTok's Explore, For You, and following features at scale using enterprise-ready APIs. It has both client and server-side technologies, which help developers to build apps that are used by hundreds to millions of users. You can use the Feeds API to build an app like X or Reddit involving real-time updates, liking, bookmarking, sharing, and commenting. Feeds v3 focuses on scalability and introduces activity selectors to help you display popular content to users and also display content to users based on their location and interest. Let's look at how to get started with the Feeds API. What is new in Feeds v3? A tour of the Feeds API, an example demo, and common use cases. To start with the Feeds SDK, visit getstream.io and go to Developers and select Activity Feeds. On this page, you can find the client-side SDKs for v3. You have noticed we have JavaScript and iOS, and the server side we have Node. So to start with the Feeds API, you can select your favorite SDK and jump to the Quick Start section. To install one of the available SDKs, jump to the installation section. For version 3, we can configure it for iOS and JavaScript. Let's look at what is new in v3. Feeds v3 focuses on scalability, giving you more flexibility over the content you want to show in your feed. There is For You feeds. With For You feeds, you can pull activities from multiple sources and rank them to prioritize relevance to the user. There are client-side SDKs. Those that are available today are iOS and JavaScript. All the other SDKs will be ready by the end of September 2025. So we have in-progress Feeds SDKs such as React, Flutter, and React Native. With Feeds v3, there is also performance improvement, which makes your activity feeds 20 to 30% faster. It involves Comments API, consisting of voting, ranking, threading, images, add mentions, and notifications. With all the features I just mentioned, you can easily build a Reddit-style commenting system with the Feeds API. The Feeds API also has some advanced features like activity expiration, feed visibility levels, feed members, bookmarking, follow approval flow, storage support, and more. For further information, you can check out our docs to test to see how the activity feed works. Let's have a tour of the API. From the getstream.io, you go to Developers and select Activity Feeds. On the top right, you click Try the API. This is an interactive tutorial that helps you experience with the Activity Feeds API. This example shows you how to create a flat feed and also how to follow people. So let's click Continue. A flat feed is similar to the content that is shown on your X timeline. To create one, you need to initialize a stream feed client and connect it with your API key. You can get the API key from your Streams dashboard. If you are new to Stream, you can create one by visiting the homepage and clicking Start Coding for free. After creating a Stream account, you can go to your dashboard and create a new app on your dashboard to get an API key and secret. For this example, we are not using the secret. So to try the Feeds API, what we need to do next is to create a new feed with the client and initialize it with a user and token. Lastly, we create an activity and add it to the feed. So I'll click this button to test it. You have noticed that displays you have one new activity. So that shows the hard-coded hello world we added in the activity feeds definition. Let's go to the next step. At this step, we want to follow a user using this code snippet. So you should create a feed and specify the user you want to follow. I will leave the next steps for you, so I encourage you to visit this page on the Streams website and continue with the remaining steps of the Feeds API tour. Next, I want to show you an example demo of what you can build using Feeds v3. To try this demo yourself, you can find all the source code in this GitHub repository. The app has been already deployed on Vercel. So over here, I will type my name and continue and get started with it. So this demo is a Next.js app similar to your X timeline. Over here, you can follow and unfollow people. From the top right, we have what is trending. You can send a new post. You can delete a post or react to it in various ways, like bookmarking, pinning, liking, and commenting. In the left sidebar, we have Explore, notifications, bookmarks, trending, and profile. So this showcases an example Next.js app you can build using the Feeds API version 3. From this simple Next.js demo, you now know what is possible to build with the Feeds API. You can also use it for other use cases like social media feeds. For example, you can use it to build an app like Facebook Stories. You can build notification feeds or activity feeds for polls. The API is also flexible, so you can define your own custom activity types to build any use case you can imagine. That is everything we have in this video. I introduced you to the Streams Activity Feeds API version 3, its capabilities, common use cases, and also a sample demo. Very soon, we will be releasing user management statistics, a campaign API, and migration tools for migrating from API version 2 to 3. For now, I encourage you to check the JavaScript client SDK, the iOS client SDK, and also the Node server SDK. For your next steps, you can read our documentation, the API tutorials, and our pricing page to get up and running with the Feeds SDK.